Sellers are definitely struggling as the amount of inventory we have has increased over 30%. More than 40% of current home listings are doing price reductions, and showings have decreased significantly in the last few months. So today I'm going to tell you what to do and what not to do if you need to list and sell your home this year. I recently worked with a seller who honestly thought they could get what they were asking for. They thought they were going to get offers right away, but they kind of ignored my pricing suggestions and they really were insistent that they price a little bit higher and just see what happens. I will tell you what happened. What happened was it went 60 days with 0 showings. Nothing happened. It was just sitting there. After that time, they were a little bit more receptive to my pricing suggestions. We also took the listing down and made some changes to the home. And once we relisted it at the new price and with the changes, we got a full asking offer within 7 days of being on the market. Your home is only worth what the market is willing to pay for it. And right now, the market is not willing to pay what they were willing to pay last year. Even 3 months ago, they're not willing to pay that. So that is the reality. I'm going to tell you how to truly prep your home. This is not going to be BS stuff like paint your walls and all that. I'm going to tell you the stuff that buyers are actually looking at and really notating and figuring out if your house is worth it or not. These are going to be just make a checklist or something. If you're going to sell your home, these things have to be done. Before I can tell you how to sell your home or what you need to do in order to sell your home, we have to have a clear picture of the market right now and what is happening right now, especially in the Houston suburbs. Number one is we've had the highest inventory since 2012. That means buyers have 30% more listings to choose from than they have in over a decade. So buyers have power right now because you are no longer the only option. Number two is you are competing against new construction incentives. I don't care if your home is older or in a unique community. The thing is that Houston is the #1 city in the country for new construction home builds, developments, and everybody wants the newest, latest, and greatest, and builders are aggressively offering incentives and affordable housing. So it doesn't matter where your home is, you are essentially competing with mass production builders. Number three, more than 30% of the homes currently listed on the market have had to do price reductions. And I think it's going to continue going up, especially because it's really hard for sellers to come to terms that they missed the peak. We are no longer in the peak of a seller's market. We are in a buyer's market. Number four is longer days on market. Even if you do everything right, you're not going to get a bunch of showings in the same weekend. Sometimes you do, every once in a while, but for the majority of everybody that's listing their home right now, it's going to take more traditional timeline, 30, 40, 60, up to 120 days before your home sells, even if you're doing everything right and you priced it right. Not only do we have more inventory than we've ever had, we are dealing with a much smaller buyer pool than we did a few years ago and even 10 years ago because of affordability, because of the economy, because it's an election cycle, because of mortgage rates, all these reasons, and because despite all this, home prices are still really freaking high, home buyers have a lot of caution, they are reluctant, and they are being extremely choosy when they're looking to buy a home. They have been getting notifications from HAR, Zillow, Redfin, Realtor. Probably every time a new house in your neighborhood pops up, they get a notification on their phone and they can scan it and look at it real quick. Within 5 seconds, they're looking at the price and the first few pictures of the house. And they can see immediately if a home is priced higher than all the homes that they've been getting or if it's priced lower. And so even if you're pricing just a little bit higher to similar homes in your area, a buyer is going to immediately notice that and probably put you to the side, not prioritize it. It's not going to stick out to them. But if you price at market value or a little bit lower, they're going to notice that right away. Multiple buyers are going to notice that it's priced a little lower. You're going to have so much more of a buyer pool if you are priced at or below market value. That's just the way it works. All right, so now that I kind of told you about pricing your home correctly in a buyer's market, there's some other things that you should do to your house to really stand out because, like I said, you're up against new construction and you're up against 30% more listings than you have in over a decade. So it's really important to make really, really good first impressions when a buyer comes to your house. And these are such basic maintenance things that you probably have lived with so long that you don't even notice are in your house. But I'm telling you, when a buyer walks into your house, these are the little things that they start to notice that could really make a big difference in your home sale. Right, so things like dirty air filters, weather stripping, light bulbs not all being the same color and all together, cleaning your windows before you start showing, deep cleaning and declutter. Get rid of at least 50 to 60% of your stuff. Put it in storage, put it in the garage. You really want the house to look like someone lives there, but you also want the buyer to be able to imagine themselves living there. I highly recommend that you get a home stager, and they have designers and stagers that will come to your house. It takes 3 to 4 hours, and they will go room by room with you and show you exactly what to change, what not to change, using your own stuff. And it can make a huge difference when it comes to the positioning with the pictures, the furniture layout. So for instance, the house that I said did not sell the first 60 days, we went back and did a little bit of home staging. It was really mild things for the photography. I made a huge difference in all the pictures, and it was just stuff that they had, and it was furniture that they had, and we just slightly rearranged it, removed a few things, and it made a really big difference. So it's really worth it to do these kind of things. Look at the difference between these two. The picture is bright, it's green, the driveway is clean, it's been power washed, and then the first thing you see is the updated kitchen. This one you see the dark front door patio. So like, which one do you think is going to catch somebody's attention when they're looking online? So there's another one, this one. So I recommend you put the front of the house as the first picture, but second picture should really be the best feature of your home. The best thing that you think your home has to offer is what that second picture should be. So for this one, again, they just did the front patio that shows nothing. There's not even any like staging on there. This one, they showed a beautiful pool, sunset. Which one is going to catch a buyer's eye? And again, with the kitchen, they didn't even turn the lights on, the blinds, any of that for this picture, but this one, it's the same color cabinets, just a different angle and a little bit brighter. They turn the lights on. It makes a huge difference. Next thing that is super important in a buyer's market is to be flexible for showings. I feel for you, and I have compassion when you're listing your home. It is a pain in the butt, especially if you have kids and pets, to clean your house, make sure it looks like nobody lives there, and leave on a whim. And you never know when it's going to happen, and if you're leaving your house, you have to clean it before you leave. I know it is super, super inconvenient, but if you cannot be flexible for showings, you're going to miss buyer opportunity, because if they can't see your house when they're looking at other houses in the area, they're just going to skip over yours and listen. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. That helps the algorithm know that this is good information. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.